So it's for inadequate guardianship. 6-year-old Anya resides with her mother Susan and visits with father. The child was placed on antipsychotic medication over the summer. During a recent visitation with her father, he read the side effects to the child off the internet, and the father has mental health issues and is not stable. So that's the allegations of the report. You're not aware of the medication that she's on at all?
I don't know what it is.
You weren't told at family court?
No. I was looking up possible side effects. I was
discussing that with her.
I was discussing with possible side effects. I don't know what it is.
Of a medication, so possible side effects of medications, and not even being aware what that medication was.
I told her I didn't know what it was, and I said, it could be this, does it look like this? I'm trying to find out what it was by her observation.
And what if it had just been a Flintstone vitamin?
I don't know. She said...
If it's not in your court orders, then the judge has decided that you are not eligible to have that information at this point.
Biologically, she is my daughter,
but legally,
and I should have a say in the matter.
But legally, the judge has decided that you don't have a say in the matter, that Ms. Kaylee is the one that gets to make these decisions, and the judge has not ordered Ms. Kaylee to have to give you any of this information. So legally,
let me just ask
you're not entitled to it.
Let me ask you a quick question. If a person were to bring their child to, say, a daycare center for 8 hours, don't you think it's incumbent upon them to tell the daycare center what medications that child might be on?
No.
Not at all. Do you think it was her mother's responsibility to at least let me know?
No.
No?
Her mother does not have a court order that says she has to share any of that information with
whatever this medication is might have side effects.
No.
It might have contraindications for other medications.
And then you would take her to the hospital, and the hospital would call her mother, because her mother is the legal custodian that has to consent to any medical care she would receive.
So you don't think it was irresponsible for her mother not to tell me what medicine she's taking?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
I think it is.
And if there's anything that happens with your daughter on visitation, you take her to the hospital will contact her mother to get permission to treat.
So it could be Flintstones vitamins, right?
Could be Flintstones vitamins, could be Valium, could be birth control pills, could be anything. Not entitled to the information. I'm telling you that. The judge is going to tell you the same thing. This was inappropriate for you to do with this child.
And I was like, what did I do wrong? What kind of neglect did I do? I was told that simply asking my daughter what medicine she was being given, what pills, I didn't know it was even medicine, how it made her feel, what it looked like. This was child neglect, and I was being charged and brought to court for this, and totally being prevented from seeing my daughter, even to this very day. I only get to see my daughter 1 hour a week for the last 8 months because I was concerned about an unknown medicine, unknown pill. I didn't know what it was, and I tried to find out what it was. CPS came in, charged me. You have no business trying to find out what medication your daughter is being given. And by doing so, you are now being charged with neglect. So, believe it or not, in this charge of neglect, they told me I brought my daughter to McDonald's. They told me that I was measuring my daughter's height and her weight, and this was also neglect, and I should leave it up to a doctor. They told me that I brought my daughter back to my home where she used to live every time we'd visit, as if this was somehow neglect as well. They told me that I couldn't feed her sugar-free sodas. They said that giving her sugar-free sodas was neglect as well. They said a whole bunch of things that were neglect. It doesn't even come close in anybody's conception of what neglect is. I mean, I'm looking out for my daughter, trying to protect her. And for this, I've been denied seeing my daughter for 8 months now, except for an hour a week, supervised, and with no end in sight.
Often she likes chicken nuggets.
From where?
From McDonald's.
From McDonald's. Okay, so you looked up the calorie and fat content on those?
Well, I did.
And you realized that that's really also not teaching her appropriate healthy eating activities.
I'm trying to get some protein into her. And that's about one of the few protein things she likes to eat.
We're not going to be doing McDonald's. It's not a healthy place to eat, and I don't want to take you somewhere that's not healthy. I want to help you learn healthy ways to eat. And what is she drinking?
Well, she's drinking the no-calorie sodas that I have for her, and water sometimes. She doesn't like it as much.
She shouldn't be drinking soda, caffeine, or energy drinks at her age. Why do you need to weigh her? If she looks
I'm
pudgy,
concerned about her health.
But why do you need to know the exact number?
Not the exact number, the trend. I remember she was weighing 80 pounds before her mother took her. And she's gained like 30% in the short time that her mother's had her.
Don't weigh her. Don't weigh her. She's getting weighed at her doctor's office every year when she has a physical. If the nurse at school is concerned, the nurse at the school can weigh her. You don't need to weigh her. You're not a medical practitioner. You're treating her inappropriately. You're telling her that you're concerned about her weight and that she needs to work on it. That is not appropriate to be doing with your child. Not appropriate. This is excessive. I would like you to stop weighing her, period, and to stop discussing her weight with her, period. I feel that this is inappropriate.
Well, okay.
So, to recap, no more coffee, no more caffeine, period, no more energy drinks.
No, she hasn't had any energy drinks for a long time.
But we're putting it on record.
Okay.
No more of those things. You're going to stop weighing her and talking to her about her. We're not going to be doing McDonald's. It's not a healthy place to eat, and I don't want to take you somewhere that's not healthy. I want to help you learn healthy ways to eat. You're not going to discuss the medication with her.
Okay.
And if you have a concern, you're not going to question Anya about what your concerns are. And if she asks you things that are adult information, your response is, that's something for the adults to worry about, not for you, Anya.
Okay.
Okay? You know, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to take a parenting class. They're offered free. Right now, I think the YMCA is running one. You can join at any time. It's $10 to buy the workbook that goes along with it. It's a 10-week program, I believe. And you can call the YMCA and get the details about that. And they can help you understand childhood development. So that's all that we have at this point. So we're clear. Okay.